first guest, Kim's new baby's in utero interview. Exclusive. Your vision. Who's doing that late night? Nobody. It's gonna be the greatest talk show in the history of television. Overcome check me.
Divas in Mirror. New episodes Thursdays at 11 p.m. Only on Showtime.
One person has won out of everybody that's tried. How many guys tried? A lot. Bro, go cold, bro. Yeah, I can't even dribble. Oh, hey, it's tough. Good people let you go nowhere.
Now, am I allowed to ask the person who won what did he use to win? Or is that
we gotta keep that.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Last game for the Hornets, they picked up the W against the New York Knicks.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Through the season now, Chris, and you can see the mental grind getting to some of these teams and some of these players.
Yeah, this is why leadership, and especially veteran leadership, is so important. You got to keep guys focused, motivated, and ready to play. Yeah, the season is long. It will wear you down. You have curveballs thrown at you every day. It is a mental grind, a mental toll. But how can you keep that focus through all of it? That's the big question, and usually I'm leading those veterans in the lockout.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. We've got Kemba Walker, Hernan Gomez out there with Williams. Then there's Batum, and it's Lamb with the shooting guard. Now, here's Walker. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Now we go to David Aldridge, who spoke with James Borrego. David.
Well, Kevin, I asked him, what are some of your main concerns? And he said, we're dealing with a team that can really light it up from the outside. So it's essential that we don't give them open looks from deep, or we'll be in trouble. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. 5 to shoot. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Don't you love the passion Walker plays with? An incredible athlete who somehow muscles in tough shots.
Irving kicks to Smart. The baseline jumper goes down.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
That's all you want, is a good shot to get yourself in a rhythm. For him, he's going to want a lot more than that to come.
Here is Williams. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. And a wide open look for Walker. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pass.
Smart wide open, he fires. No good with the triple. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Batum. Pass to Walker. Over Irving. Here's Hernan Gomez. And it's sent back by Horford.
Wow, the rim protection by Horford. I mean, Al Horford standing 6'10", always played him.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the strike.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the night here. And that one falls for Tatum.
And of course, the Celtics traded back to number 1 to number 3 to draft Tatum in terms of readiness and absolute steal.
Now here's Lamb. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. On the wing, Lamb. Plenty of space. And Boston with the rebound. Irving passes to Tatum. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Using his exceptional reach, staying aggressive. Tatum beats everyone to that miss.
Charlotte making a switch here. Monk's checked in. The Celtics have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Walker against Irving. Monk. And again, the Hornets missing. Celtics leading by 6. Irving attacking. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Irving. Morris has got his first 2 points.
Oh, look at that. That's an excellent pass. Irving creating for his teammates, showing his unselfishness.
So Charlotte calls timeout. Their first start. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
I like the guts of Walker. One of the smaller players in the league, but he still attacks the defensive side.
Tatum on the wing. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And he wasn't going to interview with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't happy.
Monk with the ball. What a tremendous game he played against New York. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Here's Ron Gomez. And it's sent back by Irving. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Irving. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Morris inside. He started by Williams. Morris with the bucket.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
Walker with it, guarded now by Irving. Now Monk. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Irving looking for an opening. For Williams. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Gotta know that Irving is an excellent mid-range shooter. But then again, where isn't he a great shooter?
And here is Monk. Outside, Walker. And Smart over to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Celtics now. Monk, no one around him. Off target with his 3. And so it's Irving with it. And it up for the Celtics. Passes it to Horford. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And it's 8 points for Jason Tatum.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. Yeah, you see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, but they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Now, here's Walker. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20. Points a game right now. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Zeller is checked in for the Hornets. Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James
The one she had yesterday?
She asked this morning, nigga.
I did. Because I was out before her.
Out he hits.
Tatum against Batum. 4 on the clock. Here's Walker with the 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here's Boston. They're on a 16-4 run. And talking about Borrego, leaving Orlando, and in some ways turned out to be a blessing.
Well, you're right, Kevin. I mean, he spent the next few years in San Antonio as an assistant to Popovich. His second stint as an assistant in the Spurs. The first time around, though, he was part of a 2-time championship team. This man has winning in the genes.
Here's Walker, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Over Tatum. Shots good by Walker. Walker's got 6.
That's a good idea for Walker. Get the D thinking about a jump shot and open up the passing lane.
Irving against Walker. Irving kicks to Tatum. Shoots over the 2. Second shot opportunity. Tatum's shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Batum. Outside Williams. And draw from three-point range. Boston leading by 10. Now, here is Irving. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Smart finds Horford. The kick out to Tatum. That's the 3-5. Rebound by Williams. Hornets trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Walker looking for an opening. And there's the pass to Monk. Over in the corner, Williams. Second chance shot. Batum trying to break loose. No good on the layup. Here's Boston now. They're on an 18-6 run. Pass to Smart. Inside, Morris. Tatum trying to break free. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Smart.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Now here's Walker. Count that one. Walker's got 8 points.
And for a guy who only stands 6'1", I mean, Walker can be a strong finisher in the painted area.
Irving against Walker. Tatum on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Monk. Personalities in this game, Chris, such a big part of what makes the NBA so entertaining.
I don't know. I think they're going out for the trade for him. Draymond Green, for those of you that don't know, Day, but Draymond Green, his personality is not only great for his team, but also for us fans when we see him on the court. How about Indeed, Mr. Personality on social media? You love it. How about Jaylen Brown with his wise ways, chess game, the most interesting basketball player. All of these guys are exciting, fun personalities to watch.
Shots good by Walker.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Irving passes to Baines. He kicks it to Morris. Dishes it to Irving. From the low block. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He has 6.
The defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Irving against Parker. Morris with the rebound. Celtics leading by 11. Excellent D there from Parker.
Well, he hasn't been very precise at all.
And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. To the paint. And finished off by Kaminsky.
That's the awareness that Kid Gilchrist has out there. Excellent at knowing where the open man is.
Irving kicks to Baines. Tatum at the elbow. In the corner, it's Hayward. Fires at the elbow. Count the basket.
That really helps them space the floor. I mean, Hayward's mid-game range is working. The defense can get scattered.
Walker finds Parker. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving against Parker. Left side, Tatum. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Outside, Walker. And stolen by Hayward.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the seat.
That was all created by Hayward's defensive work. He does so much to spark their transition game.
Walker with it. He's got 10. Parker, right side, over Irving.
Look, I appreciate the effort from Irving. We like seeing him get a hand up in time to contest shots.
So as we end the first quarter. Already a double-digit ball. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into the league with...
Some say during a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right here with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
Jaylen Brown out there with Morris. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Hayward. And it's Rozier in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Brown. Here's Hayward. Rebound by Parker. Hornets trail by 11.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Parker, right side. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Kaminsky. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Kaminsky's got 4 points this quarter. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well, not immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Continuing to push the action and build his lead.
You see, he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Here's Zeller. That shot is off. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Morris passes to Rozier. Missed inside.
Just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup.
Parker kicks to Zeller. Passes to Lamb. Good work defensively by Morris. Last team for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Nets. Here's Brown, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And that is a foul. It's on the Charlotte Hornets.
It's something we saw a lot from Brown as an amateur. The ability to draw fouls and get to the line.
That free throw good from Brown.
What about the ascension of Jaylen Brown? I mean, come on. He's an uber athlete, super smart, strong, long wingspan, and very raw coming into the league.
Boston making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in, and a switch here also for Charlotte. Ernie Gomez is checked in for Zeller. Now here's Lamb. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Charlotte calls timeout. And the development period for Brown could have been longer, but he was thrust into a leading role.
He had to play extra minutes. I mean, those injuries. But most importantly, he had to create offense. Ball handling may have been his biggest weakness when he gets to the league. He's already turned that into a strength.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Aaron Baines. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Parker. The feed now to Kaminsky, and that one, good. Kaminsky's got 8 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Kid Gilchrist against Hayward. Now, here's Rozier. T right on him. Hornets with the rebound. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And stolen by Hayward. Pass to Yabusele. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Yabusele's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics. And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Only only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
Austin leading by 11. Rozier kicks to Brown. Hayward outside. The pass to Yabusele. Up top, Brown. Good by Lamb. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. When it came to a big man's responsibilities, you helped pave the way for so much change in that regard. But there's some of the big C-Web now doing that weren't done when you were playing.
I don't know, Kevin, if it was anything that they weren't doing, but it's the freedom to do it with consistency. So even if we talk about a Larry Bird, who only could shoot maybe a 3.5 a game, let's just round it up to 2 threes a game. And now, what if Larry Bird had the freedom to shoot 10 threes a game like guys do now? And so I think that the game has caught up with players' skill set as opposed to the skill set catching up with the players' game. So no longer are you held to being a big man. Now you can be a basketball player. And being a basketball player, so Dirk Nowitzki is much better than him being a big man. Dirk Nowitzki being a basketball player that he is means that he is a threat wherever he is on the floor because he's not just limited to the 2-foot box space there in the post. And for defenders like myself, I would much rather Dirk Nowitzki have to stay 2 feet in the post than to be able to shoot the ball whenever, wherever he wanted to. Because I tell you what, now you got a problem because he can knock it down from anywhere and everywhere that he wants to.
Here is Hayward. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot. Pass to Tice. Now Rozier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Boom! He jams it 3 times.
Oh, you gotta love Rozier. Skying up to the dunk. Really seizing the opportunity and capitalizing with this tremendous lead.
Oh, here's Parker. It's a 14-point game. Kicks it to Kaminsky. Off target with his 3.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash it.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, DA, for sure. Thanks. Now, here's Monk. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. He misses the mark. He's now 6 of 8. He hits Brown with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, this is Brown's game. He loves to drive the ball. He likes to challenge defenders to stop it.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
He misses the free throw.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
Austin making some changes. Williams comes in for Yabusele. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Charlotte also making some changes. Williams comes in for Kaminsky. And it's Kemba Walker in for Parker. Celtics leading by 12. Outside Irving. Here's Rozier. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 10. Outside, Batum. Pass to him and Gomez. From deep, Walker. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, the shooter of Walker's caliber, you can't allow him to shoot with his feet set.
Outside Irving. Tice passes to Williams. Outside Irving. Brown outside. Sinks the 3-pointer. Boston.
Determining ground ceiling. I mean, how good of an outside shooter can he become? I mean, to me, that's the only question. But he may have already exceeded expectations.
And Walker kicks to Batum. And it's blocked by Brown. Outside Irvin. Pass to Tice. Now Rozier. Hernan Gomez covering. Rozier against Walker. Irving for three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Look at that. Nothing beats to Irving. Even when the shot clock is low, he remains calm and transit.
And here's Walker. 13 points in the game. Over in the corner, Williams. And he carries it back. The three-pointer offline. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Cody Zeller's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. 17-point lead, their biggest. And the basket block. Pass to Rozier. Here's Tice. Over Zeller. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
Here's Walker. Lays it up off the glass. Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Look, he's looking like a runaway train. I don't think they've got a chance to slow Walker down.
Irving kicks to Williams. Over in the corner, Rozier. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Intense shot. Right wing. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer. Rozier's got 7 points.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Outside, Walker passes it to Batum. It's hauled in by Brown.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Not that one.
Oh, what incredible precision. Wow, cutting the D to pieces in his pass.
Hornets trail by 20. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside, Walker. On the wing, Williams. Corner shot. That one wide left. Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Williams throws it down.
What I really love about this kid, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat. Now, here's Batum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Monk. Charlotte again missing. Boston leading by 22. Three-pointer. And Irving hit the basket on the assist by Brown. Brown's got his third assist on the night. Charlotte's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Batum finds Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good from long range. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions.
And it's Irving missing.
The defense recognizing the situation, getting right in his face once he got close to the ball.
And so it's Boston cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to what a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high quality.
And that should...
And with the... Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw them. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Charlotte looking who they've got. We've got Marvin Williams, Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Hernan Gomez, and it's Batum, and at the 3, the small forward. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the Celtics.
An electrifying scorer. Walker, he'll burn you in so many ways.
Irving kicks to Horford. Batum against Tatum. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nice passing here by Charlotte. Now here's Lamb, guarded by Smart. On the wing, Lamb. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ballman.
Irving, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. With the teardrop, here's Hernan Gomez, and it's sent back by Horford.
A little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I like Smart using his size advantage on the interior. Nice work out there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Tony Parker's checked in for Lamb. And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And he listed at 6'1", and he a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing, and he's out there attacking defenders.
Anticipation, Tatum maximizes the opportunity on both ends.
Outside Williams. Buries it from 3-point range. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've got to talk to each other on D. Their miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. And that one drops for him. Parker's got his 1st points of the night.
Yeah, that floater is another one of Parker's go-to shots, one that continues to befuddle defenses.
Outside Irving. Now here's Horford. Hernan Gomez covering. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. To the paint. Here's Batum. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
In the corner, Smart with it. He dishes it to Horford. He sinks the 11-footer.
When he gets it in close, Al Horford is one of the best, one of the premier finishers in this league.
And the Hornets call time here.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Kaminsky comes in for Williams, and it's Kid Gilchrist in for Nicholas Batum. And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
It is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers, and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jason Tatum. It's deflected.
Now, the lift of Kid Gilchrist, that's what allows him to catch up with these shots. A sensational shot blocker from behind.
Shots good by Walker.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Pass for Smart. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ernie Gomez has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Parker looking over the floor. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
When you get lead guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
Irving against Walker. Irving passes to Hayward. Back to Irving. The dish to Horford. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 try. Shooting 78%.
There's no stopping him on the drive. Too quick, too clever for the defense, even when they're right on him.
Looked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Here's Smart. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Hayward gets it to go.
Quick decision maker. Hayward wasting no time. Launches it right out of the catch.
Walker against Irving. Knocks it loose. Unloads from 13. And Boston with the rebound. Horford's got his 8th rebound here tonight. On the way, Morris. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Walker. Back to Kid Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Irving. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 18 points for Kyrie Irving.
Irving is just so confident at handling the rock, and why shouldn't he be? His moves are untouchable.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Walker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. A terrific all-around player. Walker's improvement from range, Chris, has taken his game to another level.
He was much better inside the arc when he entered the league. Over his first 4 seasons, he shot around 31% from 3. Then something clicked. Now, he's a factor.
Boston making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Zeller is checked in for Charlotte.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Rozier kicks to Smart. Zeller against Horford. Here's Hayward, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Cody Zeller.
I love seeing Hayward get aggressive. I mean, get active and take on the D.
The Celtics have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 20. And the first one at the line is good. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vlade or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform that can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voices.
And the Hornets making a change here. Lamb's checked in. For Boston, they have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. And that one misses.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier, that's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
And see, well, what a force Terry Rozier has become. Finally got that chance to play last year and made the most of it.
We all knew he had the athleticism, but what didn't is how he reacted. That's how the minutes being played. And obviously, he stepped up. Players respect him. He's a guy you want on your side.
Parker with him. And there's the pass to Kaminsky. Charlotte no good that time either.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now Lowe got a piece of it. Here's Horford. That one, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
Lamb finds Parker. To Lamb. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Rozier the pass to Horford, and it goes down 2 points. Horford's got 6 in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And Parker, here we go. 2 points, that one goes.
And that's just an all-star caliber move off the dribble by Parker that ultimately creates the shot. His quickness with the ball really nearly unparalleled.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. That 3 off the mark.
Some very slack defending. Playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the run.
Kept alive, tries again, and Kaminsky lays it up and in. Kaminsky's got 14.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Here's Rozier. He's got 11. Nice ball movement by Boston. Offline with his 3. Hornets trail by 20. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And it's Parker in the corner. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Over Hayward. And the shot falls short this time. Celtics leading by 20. Passes it to Tice. Horford in the post. He's against Zeller. And the basket by Horford.
He's shown great patience tonight. He was scoreless first half, but didn't get down on himself. Now he's got it going.
Parker left side. It's tipped. tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Lamb. Tight defense on him. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Goes to the fadeaway and ends it.
Oh, it's crucial for Kid Gilchrist that he nails these shots. Always working on expanding his game.
Here's Wanamaker, covered by Lamb. Hayward goes in. Tice, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Parker against Rozier. 16 seconds left in the third. Kid Gilchrist against Hayward. Horford with the rebound. From the arc. And it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Horford. 16 points for Gordon Hayward. And so it's Boston. With a 23-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Oh, yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding defense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Aaron Baines, Hayward out there with Terry Rozier, and it's Wanamaker in at the two spot. That's the Boston foul. Hayward can hit.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Shoots from the right block, and Zeller kicks to Lamb. Makes it off the glass. Lamb's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hornets.
Standing just over 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, Lamb can be a difficult guard to defend when he sneaks inside.
Parker against Rozier. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 7 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Lamb. From outside, off the mark. Rozier will bring it up for the Celtics. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And it's Baines missing. Poke loose. Hayward finds Baines. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Outside, Batum. Pass to Parker. When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon that perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston. But when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time. And maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough three from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like the Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those who try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance. And maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lamb passes to Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Batum wide open. He fouls. And the Hornets miss again. Celtics lead by 23. The pass to Wanamaker. Here's Tice. Three-pointer on the way. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Parker. He kicks to Batum. Over Hayward. And the Hornets miss again.
There's a lesson for him. Don't showboat. Tries to get fancy with the fadeaway, and it backfires.
Rozier looking around. Passes it to Baines. Here's Tice. He's covered by Zeller. Here's Wanamaker. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And the Celtics making a change here. Morris is checked in. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Charlotte. Kemba Walker comes in for Parker. Chris, the last few years, talk of expansion has come up. Are we ready, you think, in the NBA to add some more teams?
I think we are. Now, expanding to 32 teams might stretch the talent a little bit there, but I think we could handle a couple of years with that because of the youth of the players. They could actually switch it up a little bit. I mean, come on, Kevin. You're like me. You're a big basketball and big sports fan. You know we have to have a team to see it.
I would love to see it. Absolutely.
I mean, come on. You know how crazy those fans were. You know we have to have that come back. And then there's some places. Think about how great Oklahoma City is. Yes. How they just embrace this Thunder team. There might be a couple more places out there with that type of passion. And fans saying, listen, if you give us a team, you promise we'll nurture and take care of it and root for it the loudest. And I like having that. I think it's time to definitely investigate expansion. We got to get back to Seattle first and foremost.
Over in the corner, Batum. The kick out to Walker. Back to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Lamb. It's good from long range.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Morris against Williams. Baines passes to Rozier. 14 feet away. He squares up and sinks it.
Well, I think he's looking around wondering where the D is. I mean, nowhere near him, that's for sure.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Walker kicks to Hernan Gomez. And the pass to Williams. The rebound by the Celtics.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near.
Walker against Rozier. A floater. Walker's shot is off. And here's Rozier, who brings it up for the Celtics. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Morris. Here's Wanamaker. Hayward with the ball. Good by Lamb. And the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Back to Walker. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
Teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz, and you trade a player that we love so much, and he's an all-star, and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player, and I want to celebrate with this guy at the all-star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who the team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now. And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having the decisions.
Gets to Batum. They need this one. A rebound by the Celtics. Baines has got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Here's Wanamaker on the wing run. Great tee that time from Batum. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Inside, here's Hernan Gomez. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Outside, Brown. Taken away by Williams. Now Lamb. He feeds it to Walker. Over in the corner, Williams. The rebound by williamlslater.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Wanamaker. Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Web, and not divided by conference. But the NBA should consider giving out separate awards, for the East and the West.
Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive end. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, it's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to him.
Shots good by Walker.
And they're gonna have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Walker against Smart. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. See, Webb, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you think he was just another role player. But Smart, he's a difference maker. Tough, physical. I mean, he makes winning plays.
Cody Zeller's checked in for the Hornets. And the Hornets call time here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. There's no question about it. And you wonder if these matchups are favoring them right now.
Williams kicks to Lamb. Pass it to Batum. All alone. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. It's Brown on the wing. Defended by Batum. Brown against Batum. Out to the right wing. Pocket form. Here's Wanamaker. Busted. No good that time either. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 13-4 run. Lamb up top, running by Smart. And Lamb gets to Walker. Some call it the Ewing theory. Teams that play better without relying on a star player. Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused that want to win coming in. Usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season or before All-Star break. The teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strengths and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big house in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally, but you look at championship winners. I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Boston. They lead by 17. Wanamaker hits the front of the rim and out. And so here's Charlotte. Outside, Walker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got 33.
How about the quick feet of Walker that really come into play on his drives to the rack?
Smart kicks to Williams. Here's williamlslater. For the three. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber.
Ain't no secret to it. If I get